Hello everyone, how are you doing? How's your Christmas, your New Year, your holidays? We had a great time. Christmas was good, my son turned 16, we had some good time together as a family, which we all so badly needed. Unfortunately, right at the end of the Christmas break, the Premier of Ontario brought in a new wave of COVID restrictions. Schools are online again, which made my autistic son so sad. And that made me sad. The pool is closed, so I can't swim. And, I think like everyone else, I just have COVID fatigue. I'm sick of it all. I just want it to be done. Because I've been feeling a little blah about everything, it's a perfect time to open up a new Scribbler box. I love these boxes. Opening them up and seeing what's inside never fails to cheer me up. So let's get right into it. First up, the Scribbler writing contest. Here's what this month's contest is. In the space below, jot down your biggest writing accomplishment in 2021. That is a fitting contest for January. I think everybody should do this. It doesn't necessarily have to be about writing because I know not everyone is a writer. We all need these things to make us feel better from time to time. As we go further and further into 2022, when we're having a bad day and we feel like we're getting nowhere, look at what you wrote down as your biggest accomplishment for 2021 and remind yourself of the great things you can accomplish. Sometimes we all need these little reminders that, we are fabulous. Now, every Scribbler box contains a snack because, writers are a hungry bunch. We spend a lot of time at our desks and we need our little bits of sustenance. This month's snack is a stroop waffle. It looks like it's kind of a waffle with a caramel center. I've never had one of these, but it definitely looks like it's worth a try. Maybe one of these days I should make a video where all I'm doing is sampling some of these snacks. Is that a good idea? Let me know in the comments. A coaster that says, keep going. Always a good message. Every time you pick up your cup of coffee, that's what you're going to see. A little bit of motivation to keep you going. A sticker that says, you were born to tell stories. I believe every single one of us, whether or not we're a writer, every single one of us was born to tell stories. Storytelling is such a massive part of human history. We have been telling stories since the dawn of mankind. Written stories are a relatively recent part of human evolution. Centuries and centuries before we were writing stories down, we were telling stories. All of us has a story to tell, and we should tell those stories. A notebook. Oh, I love this. It's possible, and it's a flying pig. I love that so much. This is actually a very cool notebook. Every few pages there is a little quote. So this one says, everything begins with an idea. So as you're writing your notes, every now and then you'll get to a page where you'll get a little bit of inspiration. Let me pick another one at random. I think that no idea is so outlandish that it should not be considered, and that was attributed to Winston Churchill. Writing passport, writing the middle. The middle of a novel can be really tricky. In the beginning, you've got all the excitement of the rising action and, the hero getting into trouble or, something happening and some crisis kind of escalating. And at the end, the action is getting really, really intense as you're getting closer and closer to a resolution of the story. But in the middle, if you're not careful, it can get really bogged down. This writing passport addresses that part of the book where the action may not be quite as intense as it is in the beginning of the story or at the end of the story. The action may be a little slower. The characters' lives may have some kind of stability, but you still have to keep the reader engaged. You have to keep them reading. There has to be enough happening that they want to keep on turning the next page. The publishing process inside look. In this one, an author has shared a letter that she received from her editor, just talking about the book and some changes that need to be made and some suggestions and all that kind of stuff. Editors and writers have a very special relationship. A writer does not get that book to publication alone. The editor plays such a crucial role. Editors pick up things that writers miss. When I have finished the book that I'm currently working on, I'm going to think it's fabulous. I will probably be resistant to making changes to it. I'm so invested in the story. I've been working on it for so long. Those characters have become so real to me. The story has become so real to me. And, there's a thing we say in the writing world, which is kill your darlings. And that means that sometimes if a character doesn't work or a thread of a story doesn't work, no matter how emotionally attached to that we are, we have to just let it go. And editors are the people who facilitate that process for us. Exclusive live chat with plotter. Whether you're a plotter or a pantser, everyone needs help keeping their work in progress organized. Enter Plotter, the aptly named writing software designed with plotting in mind. Plotter lets you break each chapter into scenes, tag each scene with a location or character, track subplots, and much more. In this exclusive live chat, we'll hear from the Plotter team about what inspired them to create this software, tips and tricks to get the most out of it, and get the inside scoop on how to customize it to your writing needs. A plotter is somebody who, before they start writing a single chapter, meticulously plots out everything to do with the book. They know everything about that story before they start writing. They know everything there is to know about the characters. They know everything about the settings. A pantser is somebody who just kind of starts writing with no set plan in mind. They have a vague story idea and they just kind of start writing, and whatever happens in the story is whatever happens in the story. The plotters and the pantsers are two ends of a spectrum. Most writers fall somewhere in the middle. So I do some plotting, I'll do my character outlines, I'll do a scene-by-scene synopsis, but I'm open and flexible to change. Sometimes the story goes in a different direction to what you originally planned, and I think that's okay. I believe in listening to my characters. You kind of get to know the characters the way you get to know real people. Sometimes you've just got to go with your gut and you've got to go with what your characters are telling you. So that is plotting versus pantsing. And finally, as always, the star of the box is the novel. This one is called The Keepers of Metzan, Velo by Wendy Webb. I'll read you the blurb on the back. Is there more to her family's strange folktales than just legend? Believe in the unbelievable. In Metzan, Velo, her family home on Lake Superior, Annie Haller's beloved grandmother has died. Among her fond memories, what Annie remembers most vividly is her grandmother's eerie yet enchanting storytelling. By firelight, she spun tall tales of spirits in the nearby forest and waters who could heal or harm on a whim. But of course, those were only stories. The reading of the will now occasions a family reunion. Annie and her twin brother, their almost otherworldly mother, and relatives Annie hasn't seen in forever, some with good reason, are all brought back together under one roof that strains to hold all of their tension. But it's not just Annie's family who is unsettled. Whispers whine through the woods. Laughter bursts from bubbling streams. Raps from unseen hands rupture on the walls. Fireflies swarm and nightmares stir. With each odd occurrence, Annie fears that her return has invited less a welcoming and more a warning. When another tragedy strikes near home, Annie must dive headfirst into the mysterious happenings to discover the truth about her home, her family, and the wooded island's ancient lore. Plunging into the past may be the only way to save her family from whatever bedevils Metzan Velo. This sounds kind of like a ghost story. I love a good ghost story. I'm going to enjoy this one. And that's it for the new Scribbler box. Don't forget, I'm giving a whole bunch of stuff away. It will be shipped in one of these boxes. Watch this video here for details about what is included in the giveaway and how to enter. The winner will be announced on January 15th. I may go live for the announcement. I haven't decided. I'm a socially awkward introvert, so I have no idea how I'll do on a live. We'll see. That's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day, week, month, year. I'll see you in the next video.